So, do you believe in marriage? Do you want to get married? Is that something you want to do?
It will be good, but it's not essential.
Would you have children out of wedlock?
Again, yeah. It would be nice to do it with marriage, but if I felt the foundations were right, the woman had the right values to raise my children, I would do it without marriage.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. But don't you think some of the values and foundations of a good woman is her wanting to get married, to have your children in that unit?
I feel like it's not imperative in this day and age, depending on the person. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you meet someone where the foundation's already there, like a marriage would seal it. It would be like the the formality, but it's not essential.
Okay. And you, what about you?
I'm very fond of the idea of getting married, but I'm very fond of it, like, because like it's a nice thing. I see myself, I've always had the princess, you know, oh my God, like I've always had the vision of the dress, like I've probably remade it like 5 times, 78 times even, but at the end of the day, it's down to the individual.
Aren't you the individual?
I am, but at the end of the day, what I've always told myself, like the individual meaning not myself, but the individual, he got the gist of it.
But
like,
realise that if you say, like, this is what I'm saying to say, like your partner will basically, you set your level.
He'll decide.
Yeah. So
that's what I was going to say.
If you're marriage minded, you meet marriage minded.
Let me tell you, that's what I was going to, but let me land, because I was even there, I was going to say, at the end of the day, it's down to the individual, meaning my partner or the person that wants to, you know, marry me. When people have asked me, when I've been in like a long-term relationship or whatever not, and they're like, like, when you guys getting married, I was like, you're asking the wrong person, because am I proposing to myself or someone proposing to me? So it's even for him to decide whether he sees me as marriage material. Not to say that I'm not. Just because a guy doesn't want to marry me doesn't mean I'm not. Maybe he doesn't see himself as the guy that can be with a girl like me. Not to say that it's not possible. He might just not see the vision in his mind, and he's not just on that. A lot of guys just want all types of different females these days, you know, like.
There's a difference between a wedding and a marriage, and a lot of people get that misconstrued. It's not about the dress and the big day. I'm not saying you do, but a lot of females, like, they romanticize the day, the celebration, the ring.
You were raised like that. We're bred like that. We're women.
What about you guys?
Guys. You're giving me away.
Yeah, I want to get married. I would much prefer to have marriage before kids. I don't want to have kids before marriage at all. And I think you have to vet men and ask them what they want from the beginning, because a lot of women, they get into something and they're months in and they're like, oh, he hasn't asked me to be his girlfriend, or he hasn't said this, should I mention marriage? And it's like, you might have just wasted your time. Like, men know from early on if they want to make you their girlfriend, if they want to get married. So you have to ask these things at the beginning. Like you said, if you want marriage-minded men, you're going to attract them, and you need to vet these men. So, yeah, I definitely want to get married, and it's not for... The wedding is nice, yeah, but for me, I like the idea of marriage.
Thank you. I know you're baby mom already.
I'm not a baby mum.
Well, you really are.
No, because I had my son. We were engaged.
Was you married? No.
We were engaged. We've been together.
Baby mom.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm Naomi, who co-parents amazingly.
Okay, so let me.
I have children. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let me just break it down.
I have children.
You're a single mother. If you're married,
I'm not a single mother, because a single mother would mean that I don't have a father.
No, that's not what it means. Let me just, and I'll let you go. So, when you're married and you get divorced or you're widowed, that makes you a single mother. If you have a baby out of wedlock, a situationship, or long-term boyfriend, you are a baby mama. There's a separate difference. So one person had a ring bought for them. There was an announcement in front of the public declaration to everybody. They spent money. They thought about this action versus somebody just a fumble in the hay and then.
But we got engaged. He got a ring. I had a ring on my finger.
I know, but you didn't get married. So.
No, but I mean.
Imagine if the person didn't want to. Like, a lot of people are like, you know what, like, we've actually made
then you shouldn't have the child. No.
But a lot of people I'm just putting it out there. A lot of people make commitment ships and they don't want to get to
But
married.
then so you're still a baby mama. So you're still
I'm just saying.
No, but you're still a baby mama.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay,
yeah, I'm a baby mama.
Do you want to get married?
I am going to get married. Yeah. I've already circled He's in there. I'm in there. Yeah. Happily ever
Is that spirituality witchcraft stuff?
No, it's going to be a ring. He's going to be proposed to me because he's in his divine masculine energy, and he's going to come to me, and we're going to be in that space. That's what's going to happen.
Definitely.
And hey, you didn't ask me if I want any kids.
Do you want my kids?
My womb's not dead yet.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, guys. Yeah, okay. She wants marriage and kids.
Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. So I was engaged young to military, where you had to live together to be married, etc. And I always remember that being the most exciting time of like pure, like before all the pain and trauma. Like I just remember that being so exciting.
Yeah.
But I definitely know there's a reason why I've not got kids at 30, and that's because I've not found that marriage. Like, I've been surrounded by marriage my whole life, and it makes it really hard on me because I want what I'm witnessing around me, and I'm surrounded by, and like even my cousins are married, everybody's married, and it makes it really hard when my friends have all got kids. But for me, I want what I've had as a child, and I can't really relate to anything else because all I've had is a marriage with kids and marriage with kids and a marriage with, that's all I know. So to have come full circle now out of therapy and be actually able to say, yeah, I actually want it again. It's like, I'm quite proud of myself for getting through that 10-year journey to get to say, yeah, I do, because 5 years ago I'd have been like, no.
Okay, marriage gang. And last, again, but certainly not least.
Well,
You're the range assistant, what are you doing?
let me tell you something. Yeah. I never used to want to get married until I got engaged, which is very odd. Yeah. Now
You're not
I'm
engaged anymore?
No, I'm not engaged anymore. We're out here. We're out here.
You're outside.
Oh no, we're not outside though, are we? But I'm a woman of God.
Yeah.
So ultimately I believe that, like, especially if I want a family, I'm not having no kids outside of wedlock. That's not me personally. Like, I would try my best or whatever the weather, but it's not my intention. I think it's important for me to have family presence and to have the presence of God, and you say and you claim with chest in front of my parents, your parents, and God that you're committed to me. That's I have to have that, especially if I want to bear my children, and you're not committed to me in the way that I deem for myself that level. You have to marry me still.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. Like you said, some people, like, that's your level. Not saying that I disagree, because I'm on the same vibes totally, but some people, they feel like that level of marriage, they're not too pressed on it. They're just like, me and you are here forever. Like, we've made a soul tie, you know, a verbal commitment, even though it might not be as physical. And I do hear your point. Some people are just like, this is all we need.
And it also means different things to different people. What it meant to me 10 years ago is completely different to what it means now. So when my ex went to my dad and said, I can't really go into the reason why he's not around anymore, but like, he went to my dad and asked for marriage, whatever, like, that meant different stuff now. Like 10 years on, you know, maybe our generation will break the curse. Do you know what I mean? Like, my sister has been in a long-term relationship, probably pending proposal. Do you know what I mean? So I think it will come back round
let's
again.
just put up our hands for everyone that's in favour of marriage over here.
You want to say something before I put my hand up?
No,